Hi, Miriam here from Art Curious. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you my arting on the go. I went to Jerusalem recently with my family and I wanted to do some art. The trip was from 1 day and a half. So I made to myself a little kit, a board with a soft pad, prints in a little format, ink pads, and the IMPP's stamp from BMRT Studio. I also have some stamps I already had and some stencils. Two of them are IMPPs from BMRT Studio and the rest are mini stencils that are my prototypes. So these impacts are generic in color and archival ink from Rangers. The honeybee, the butterfly, and the dragonfly from PMRT Studio. In this case, it's not for selling. It's something that they reject because they didn't make the cut. And we call them IMPPs. Here we have also two stencils, two IMPPs stencils. Because they ask who want to demonstrate it, and I said I do, so they send it to me. But they don't sell it. When you purchase a stamp, a stencil, a mask, a laser print for transfers or for using a print to hang in the wall, like arts print, everything and more you will find in their new site. I will leave the link in the description, and you really enjoy it. You really will enjoy this place. It's very user-friendly. The PMRT Studio is a family company, so the daughter and the mother, they do streams 3 times a week and are really fun. They have a group in Facebook, and I will link or the name or the link there in the description. And the community around them, it's amazing. So as you can see, I did some tries because the archival ink is the first time I use it. Also these stamps. So I needed to learn. I didn't mind a lot about composition, but this one I think it's a good one. I just wanted to stamp. I just wanted to see the stamps in action so I can have my own ideas at the end. And I have them. So, like, you learn a lot. You learn that this background is a little bit busy, so you need to use black, and sometimes even with black does not read well. That was the first that I learned. I don't know. You can use those prints that we are stamping for collage, for ATCs. You can use it in a journal, like to decor a page, but also you can do pockets with it or bands to put something. The uses you will find with time, but you can even fuzzy cut it and have ephemera ready. In the meantime, I'm having fun. Now I'm going to combine the PMRT Studio IMPPs with my own, not that I make it, I buy it. I bought it all what I did. Oh, I cannot talk today. See, the bee and the flower, and that's okay. Of course, I have a lot of ideas now, but only after I consider myself free to experiment. I don't know if I mentioned, but yeah, it was over 1 in the morning. I just finished to see the stream of PMRT Studio, and I decided to work after that. So my man was sleeping in the same room. I couldn't do to tell about what I was doing, so I am doing the voice over now. I couldn't talk, but I could art. Here we have again the IMPP honeybee. At the end you will see all the prints, because sometimes I took them from camera very fast. Away from the camera, yes. Okay. Now, if you want to stamp at the edge, if you are going to put all the stamp in or the stamp head half out, half in, recommended to put some other paper so you don't stain the base. And watch for your backgrounds. Of course, you don't want a really busy background, only if you are covering it with the stamps in a very harmonic way. But I am a fanatic of the reading of the artwork. Like, you don't need to wait for someone to tell you about it. You need to see it for you. You can talk about the piece afterward from you. You don't need to have only the explanation of the maker. So that's the same. I do a lot. And afterwards, I am going to reflect on my own work of art. I'm not a critic. I try not to critic myself, not to be harsh, but to be fair. And that brings me some learning, and I could use it going forward. So now I have ideas about something, let me tell you. And I will do some other videos, or we are going to use them on a stream. Of course, why not? I am starting again my streams after the visit. How things are come fast and go faster. Here you see, I love it too. Okay, we finished. It's time to put things aside. Oh no, I'm still working. Yeah, it seems to. Okay. Now I'm stamping again with the help of the paper to do something. Is that because I want to stamp only the upper flowers, so I don't want the others to stain the desk? Of course, I need to have everything clean when I finish. Oh, see that? This one I love. Well, I love all of them. This one in particular. You know I missed you. All that time I couldn't do my streams. I barely have material for a video, but not really did it. So it's like everything. I needed to be with my family. I wanted to be with my family in that time, so that's okay. I know you are there, waiting, as I am here, waiting to see you in the chat, to read your comments, to see you in another stream. That's how communities are formed. So of course, I continue working. And you see that I choose another kind of backgrounds, another color, maybe less busy, maybe the same, but variety makes you or brings you another opportunity. If you do the same again, again, and again, just because once worked, you cannot experiment things or more things. And you will be a master in that, but you will miss everything else around. So, try to diversify a little. Here I put some butterflies I have, and I combine them with the butterfly stamp from PMRT Studio, and it went well. Now I leaving in the air parts of these stamps so I don't stain the table or my pad. This background is perfect for stamping. You see, this is a brayer off that afterwards I put some gold through a stencil, and I cut it, and you cannot say that was a brayer off. It's like any of the prints. See how the dragonfly stands out? And now we are going to use something that for me is new. I saw it for other artists doing, but for me it's the first time. I thought, if I brought some stencils, I cannot put in my baggage not uh, acrylic paints or a brayer or a jelly plate or anything. So I thought about using the ink pad on the stencil or with the stencil. So as you see, at first I did padding and then I rub it because I saw it wasn't enough. So again, learning. And if I didn't forget to bring my sponges, I could use it instead of the ink pad, because the ink pad, using like that, it will stain. And I have the yellow that, spoiler alert, that was happened to the yellow one. But what can I do? I remember that on the train station I couldn't go back, and I don't intend to do it anyway. And so that's art on the go. You do whatever you have. I intended to do that in the train. I couldn't. It was full of people, and I didn't find this really suitable to do in that environment. And then I did it in the at my hotel room at night. You don't need something special to do art. I did that all day because I took a lot of pictures, and some of them are really artistic. Not that I say so. Yes, I am saying so. Here I choose a different background because I wanted to try with a more quiet one, and also continue a little bit with my ball. I really like this technique with the ink pad and the stencil. I really do. So I grab another ink pad and I made some marks with the stencil. You cannot see it because it's stained, the stencil, from a color that is near to orange. So there you have orange, you have red. But you can see now, because the stencil is on the paper too now. And then I ink the stamp, and I complement that one. Perfect. I love it. Of course, I managed to stain the pad, but it's okay. As long as it's not transferred to the paper while you are working, it's okay if you leave some mark. Now I'm experimenting more and more with that. And I didn't put a paper, so I'm going to stain the surface. Blame it to the hour of the day. Yeah. I'm choosing another print, another calm one, and I'm going to work with the stencils first. I'm going to use the blue one first, and then I'm going to change iPad. And here I made a big mistake because the stencil was stained with the prior iPad that was blue, and I used the yellow new one. You will see me take the nylon from it. No, you didn't see it, but believe me, it was right here. Here I do that. It was new, pristine. And what I did? Wow, I ruined it. Anyway, you can clean it with a wipe immediately. And sometimes it takes time, but I think it will clean. It will be clean someday. Here we have the honeybee. Love it. You have to love it. So beauty. And here we have a convention. They went to a convention all together. They told one to another, "Here are flowers, come." That was, I think, when I see this print, this stamp print. Yeah, I know. You don't need my mind. So, we end printing. We need to clean the stamps. Even though if they don't have acrylic, you can do it in your house. But I had wipes, why not? And then I put everything together again and take the trash from the table to throw it. And you know, you need to leave the place as you have it prior, the work. And with this kind of kit that you don't do a lot of painting, like in my studio when I paint, I have paint all over me, all over the desk. Sometimes the things that are near, they receive a little bit paint. No, I don't throw paint. It's the way I work freely. But here you need to take care because it's not your place. So, or you need a few materials because you are on the train. I don't recommend if you are the one in the car that driving, I don't recommend you to do that. But if you are a passenger, of course you can. Arting is easy, and you can do it. So, I put everything aside, the stencils, the ink pads and the stamps, the other stamps, and my wipes. Please take a minute to like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. Here is my kid, little one, and those are the prints I stamped in that picture. Here you can see my setup. Thank you for coming.